Hello and welcome back. Today we're going to do the diet video that comes with Fact Friday. Dun, 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 dun. I forgot something. See, I told you, it's a memory issue. I'm hoping that everybody enjoyed the last video that I posted for Fact Friday. I am really hoping that somebody that was watching the video learned something or was able to gain some useful information out of that video. I did promise that I would dive a little bit deeper into each of the signs, symptoms, terminology, requests that, I'm starting to learn being in front of the camera. It's actually kind of a good idea to pre-film and then film. I'll just make it a note to myself so when I go back and watch the video, it works. I like it. I have the windows open again to let the light in, and so I think it might actually go across my glasses a little bit, so if that's distracting to you or anything, I apologize up front. I don't mean for it to be distracting, but it was a little bit difficult for me to read the notes that I had taken from the last video. I had to blow them up ridiculously large, which made the video really hard to film. So, I'm pretty sure eventually I'll get these filming skills down, and then the videos that I roll out thereafter will actually pretty good quality. In the meantime, I've got the Trusted Planner, which I warm the house up, which if any of you have seen any of my previous videos, I've done a couple of things with this planner actually. I really enjoy it because it's not a structured planner. It's sort of when I need it, how I need it, the way that I need it. I do have a structured planner. It is a custom-made structured planner, so it's customized to me for the things that I need and the reasons that I need them. I'm going to try really hard and stay within this zone. So if I need to place something up in the background on that side, I can place that information up there so that you can watch it and I'm not constantly having to point at it. It will kind of appear and then disappear. This is a diet video. We are going to discuss how diet is important, why it's necessary for a TBI, and what exactly would you get out of it to the best of my knowledge. Now, I'm not saying again that this is full disclosure because, again, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of you that are going to comment down below within the diet, and I'm willing to do another video on diet if that's absolutely what you guys request. Do not say that any of these videos are the end-all be-all. I'll never touch it again because there is so much to learn about the human brain, about human personality, who we are and what makes us us. So I'm going to definitely roll out another one of these if my audience decides that they need this information. So, I, again, did post another video of facts. In that video, I said that I was kind of meandering over what I wanted to do first. I'm going to start with dehydration and why that would be a huge hindrance to somebody with TBI. When I was younger, I got dehydrated a lot. I absolutely had a hard time knowing what was acceptable for me to be drinking. Not many of us are educated on this properly in and of itself. So dehydration is when your body isn't getting enough fluid. This kind of sort of confused me because when I'm eating fruits and vegetables that have high water content, would that contribute to my water intake? And through my research of dehydration, I did find that if you're eating of your diet where it has a lot of water content in it, it does add that value to it. Like, let's say eating cucumbers and watermelon. So it does actually do a great deal of service to your body when everything is hydrated, when you're not starving your body of the things that it needs. I don't recall the order, but as your body begins to dehydrate and pull the water out of it, certain organs and certain body normalities start to shut down to preserve your body for life. So just that is an example, because we are talking about brain injuries, the first one to suffer is going to be the brain. I literally just out of the blue could have picked the correct one. But we're going to say that the brain is the first thing to suffer. When it doesn't have that moisture, parts of the brain are going to start to shut down. So, like, let's say your ability to digest food, it starts to shut down. So food moves through the body much slower. Your heart rate slows down, so you're not quite as active. You're a lot more lethargic. Your ability to think, it slows down. There's so many components to being dehydrated, even without a TBI, that becomes medically dangerous. It becomes even more medically dangerous should you be pregnant. You're not starving to life of something absolutely needed, and we all know water is one of the building blocks to go much longer without food, but very, very small without water. I have noticed that when I'm dehydrated, I myself become incredibly sleepy. I don't want to do as much. I notice that my lips, everybody that knows me, my lips become dry. If you can take your fingernail and scratch it across your skin, I did a good job. I know doing this is a stupid idea, but how you can see the flakes on my skin, when I first scratched it, you can see the flakes on my skin. They say that's a sign of dehydration. That is the low-key indicator. Doing it across your leg. Another one. It's a low-key indicator that you're dehydrated. They say the pinch test, if you can pinch your skin and it kind of hints, except when I let it go, it doesn't drop. So if it and just slowly build your way into getting all those ounces into your system. Because if you actually just kind of fly out the gate and you start introducing your body to a bunch of new stuff, it's going to have an adverse reaction. It doesn't understand it. It doesn't know what it is. I learned about this long before my TBI doing a nutrition class. I found out that when you introduce high nutrition, good nutrition to your body after having a crummy diet, I want you to imagine sitting inside of a closet with the doors shut where there's basically no light. You can almost barely see that there's no door because all the light has been eliminated. And we're going to stick you in there for, let's say, a half an hour. And then somebody, for whatever reason, comes in and, let's say it's mid-afternoon, they throw open the door and they let all the sunlight in, and your first reaction is like, oh! And that's what your body's going to do. That's your exact response to, holy cow, I just put 200% of what I was supposed to have inside of my body, but I've never had it before in my life. It's never been introduced to my body. So sometimes I wish words actually had higher levels, like thank you. They don't have higher levels. They need higher levels. Express that in a way where if you're going to try something radically different in your diet, please, I beg of you, be slow. If this isn't something that your body's accustomed to. And now that I've made it to the end, I am going to preface that I am not a medical professional in any way, shape, or form. I have never taken any kind of medical class whatsoever. I would definitely say that within my life, anybody that has this would definitely say experience is a great way to learn new things. So if you're willing to learn new things, if you're willing to open up your mind, it's actually amazing to what you can learn and how much you can perceive to be a different person, as long as you're willing to learn it. I am really, really shocked and really, really surprised that some of the stuff that's happened to my body before, that I've had certain things happen to my body so many times that I can self-diagnose now. I can walk into the doctor's office and say, oh, I've got this. Do I expect the doctor to be like, okay, cool, let's write you a script for that and get you out of here, we're done? No, I don't. But as long as I know what it is, as long as I'm familiar with what it is, it's definitely like the first thing we can shoot for. Instead of, well, let's go through this, and let's go through this, and let's try this, and it's like, who's got the time for that? I want to get in, get my stuff done, and get out. That's my thing. So I'm grateful and I'm blessed. I am super happy that I have this knowledge and that I have this understanding, and that I have this understanding to a degree that I can deliver it to other people that need it just as much as I do. If there's another video that you guys would like to see, again, I beg you, please, please, please put that in the comments down below. Let me know so that I can get to researching these videos and get this information to you guys. In the meantime, have a great week, and we'll talk to you later.